It's the ThePMHour, y'all. Let's get into it. We're gonna jump right into it. I'm Patrick.
I'm Terry.
Oh yeah, I'm Gary, man. One love to my loved ones.
Yeah. And right now, I don't know. I want to talk about. I don't know if you guys heard this story about Deion Sanders, and I don't even know because y'all know he used to play for the 49ers. Did y'all
And
know
the
that?
Cowboys.
Yeah, he played for the Cowboys, but he also played for the 49ers too.
Yeah.
But
Didn't
y'all
play for the
heard
Raiders
about
at
like.
one point?
No, he didn't.
He never did. He jumped around a lot, and he
thought
also
he had
played
played 1
baseball
year
too.
for-
I
okay.
remember
No,
that.
that was
yeah.
Atlanta. That was the Falcons.
Oh, that show he
Remember
did
Black
play for the
and
Falcons.
Black.
That's true.
Black.
Yeah,
Because
right.
remember
It
Black.
was
I
the
think it was.
Yeah,
Falcons.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that was the Falcons.
And he also was a rapper too. Y'all
Oh,
yeah.
Then what was he the one? Must be the
Money.
money.
Yeah, that's got that.
He's a boy, cool. He one of those black dudes that you're like, that's my boy right there. He one of those black guys. Like, that's my boy right
Oh
there.
yeah, well you know he a Florida boy, so you know the
Florida boy, you know what I'm saying, with
Gotta give it
Miami.
up to my Florida
He
boy.
was
Okay,
like
he had a little,
extreme,
yeah.
like with the chains and all
That's
that.
why he's so cocky. But anyways,
Okay, but y'all know, like from a few weeks ago, he is the coach at what is it, like Jackson State?
Yeah.
Right? He's the coach, right? And just recently, actually, his son is now gonna be a player at Jackson State. And so, you know, it's not really like a big thing, but I was excited about that because I was like, you know how Deion Sanders is like huge.
Yeah.
And now he's going to be like the coach at like a HBCU.
A good HBCU actually, yeah, right. Like a very prominent. Jackson State is like, you know,
Yeah.
it's known.
Prominent.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's part
Okay.
of like one of those
And not just
HBCU.
he's the coach,
yeah.
but then his son plays for that school too. So then, I mean, I don't know, like you said they're good, so I don't know what their record is.
Yeah.
But regardless of the record,
What I'm saying is like good. Yeah,
I'm
that's what I'm saying.
on them now.
Right. It's regardless of the record. When I meant they're good, I'm talking about scholastically. I'm talking about the school is a good
Oh,
school.
okay.
I didn't really mean when talking about
That's
in
not
sports
really
in that sense. But I get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying like, you know, it's good for, you know, how some people go there. A lot of black
Yeah.
people still go there. You know, it's a
yeah,
good school.
the
Yeah.
scholastic
But I mean,
aspect.
as far as like
Yeah.
their sports.
No,
name.
not
No,
really.
I think
no
that's
for
probably
that.
why they got Deion Sanders.
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah,
th-
to-
I
I
mean,
think
but
that's
that's
probably
cool
why
that
they-
they're
yeah,
good
to
because you're
trump
always
up
gonna
that
need
type
that.
of
But
aspect.
what I'm saying is like, okay, people, the fact that they have such a big name, people are gonna have their eyes on them now.
Yeah.
Even as far as like their athletics and their football, right? Because he's the head coach. You know, people are going to be looking at them. And I guess my whole point why I got really excited about this, because I was like, okay, Deion Sanders now, and we can kind of keep an eye on them, see how they do, you know, their performance. And then it would be so nice if they attracted these HBCUs over time, started attracting these big, you know, black like names.
Yes,
you know,
absolutely,
And
yes.
maybe a Emmitt Smith at some point.
Oh,
you
yep.
know, or like whatever.
anybody.
Yeah,
Michael
Ray
Irvin,
Lewis.
or
Ray
yes.
Lewis.
Yeah,
That'd be
they
good
would
right
like, they would
there,
like
yes.
that one. Yeah.
I like
I mean,
Ray
I'm not
Lewis,
calling
yeah,
nobody
right.
out. All
No,
I'm saying
yes.
is,
or former
right?
coaches, any former
Yeah.
coaches, yeah, sure.
We can like start, you know, if we did start to see these names, or even like some of these guys that's playing now, you know, and then when they finish it, they start being like commentators. People are trying to like, you know, scout them out for being coaches and stuff like that. They can make that decision, and I guess right now, early in the game, it'd be like a sacrifice. So they would make a decision and a sacrifice to go to these
HBCUs,
black, these HBCUs.
That would work.
But my thing
I like that.
is if you're thinking about building up an HBCU, if that's your goal, then that's what you would do.
Yeah.
And it seems like Deion Sanders, I just give him credit, him and his family and his son. and
Yeah,
all that,
right, for taking
right?
that. Yeah, right, for definitely
Yeah.
taking that opportunity.
That would be
For
something.
building
That's a
up-
great opportunity.
for
That would be
building that
something.
up, you
Yeah.
know. I mean, okay, I'm excited about him. He's doing it with football HBCUs. I don't want to limit it to just, you know, sports and stuff like that. You know, because, well, like I said, we were talking about earlier,
sure.
it goes into all other kind of industries where, you know, we can build up, you know, we can use our labor for ourselves and build up different industries for ourselves. You see what I'm
Yes.
saying? And that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you guys feel about, you know,
Well, yeah. I mean, speaking largely to economic sense of it, you know, because these top colleges that get these big black recruits and, you know what I'm saying, these bucks and stuff like that make billions, but millions and millions of dollars off of these black athletes and everything like that.
They do make
Even
that.
so more now, because the time is ripe. The time is ripe where the HBCUs can make some other type of money because you heard the same. I think last year they changed the rules where these college athletes, football players, can get paid off of their likeness. You heard about that?
Well, it depends on your state. It depends on your state.
California definitely passed it. You know,
California doesn't have a lot of HBCUs.
Yeah. But I think after that, though, a couple of other colleges started rolling ball. It's a snowball that's about to happen. Yeah, right. And they didn't want California just to be the only one. 'Cause I think another state in a few.
Unless like NCAA passed something holy, you know what I'm saying? You got to keep an eye on that.
But it said presidents. It said presidents, and I think, why not? These HBCUs, they could have the leeway to make decisions just as California to make that happen. That'll give an extra element for certain players to want to play for HBCUs now.
But they're still bound by NCAA ruling. So we just like I said, if the NCAA have like some kind of cloud or blanket.
Yeah, absolutely. But you get my point.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm not totally disagreeing with what you're saying because I am for what you're saying. I'm just kind of like, we're just saying like in terms of what we're talking about here, we're just saying like, all that would definitely be beneficial to go, going forward. But again, you know what I'm saying? It's like it would probably be up until like if HBCUs, I don't know if they have like a governing body themselves where they can implement these kind of things.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
And I believe they do. I think they're still governed by the NCAA.
Exactly.
So you're right.
So they're still kind of guided by that. Now, it's different if the state itself passed the law. Because like we said, California passed the law.
Yeah.
So like, let's just say like if a state like, I don't know, North Carolina or like Mississippi,
Georgia,
Texas,
Alabama,
the ones that really have like a good amount of HBCUs. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that state itself comes with some type of law that can let players get on their likeness. Now we can definitely talk about that incentive that those schools can get because their state can allow that, so they can definitely pull more in.
I think
that will require more other schools to try and break this kind of.
And I think that's where I'm going with it too, because I think that's to create the incentive. They're creating incentive for them to want to do it because it'll be a new revenue stream of money. Because it's not just the players get paid off their likeness. Right. Still the schools get a percentage.
Oh, absolutely.
So the players, whereas before the schools got 100% of what these players generate. But these players can get money now, but in the school still. But the HBCU didn't have that at all. They had none of that. So now you could even get a percentage of what these players generate. That's still some revenue, and they can do that. So I think it's all beneficial for that to happen, and it'll be a good thing. They should take advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we said, another thing where you talk about the investment of the community, the expansion of the HBCUs, and all that, it all kind of went encumbrance when you say that a lot of what these players can, what they can take forward with and expand and then use. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I kind of think like this is just kind of the innovation that we need. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully,
be that hook for them to want to go to these HBCUs.
I truthfully believe, hopefully, this does start a type of trend. Like we said, it doesn't have to necessarily be a athlete in themselves, but it could be like a coach, hopefully with something that kind of like have like, what I'm saying, with the name and the backing, and because there are a lot more HBCUs than people really think, and then they actually give credit for, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot more than people.
They could be a whole AQ division themselves. I mean, why can it be that? Like HBCU, they still compete with the SEC, the ACC, the Pac-10, the Pac-12, they could be a whole nother division themselves. And I like what Terry talked about. I like the angle. I didn't think about that. Maybe it could start with these retired NFL popular name coaches decide to get together and start coaching these different schools at the HBCUs and making a name for themselves and be high competing. And
basketball included, just to say that. Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Goes all the way. Yes,
they get some kind of exhibition games that they play against prominent teams and they beat them. They start beating them. They have to take those HBCUs seriously.
Now, could you seriously imagine where you would have, like, let's just, say like you have a top HBCU team, you know what I'm saying, like a Grambling, a Tuskegee, or you know what I'm saying, like a Southern, and have them play a team like, now we won't necessarily say like a team like the top ones, but let's just say like a Auburn, you know what I'm saying, or a Georgia Tech, you know what I'm saying, or Penn State,
absolutely,
you know what I'm saying, playing teams like that.
I absolutely would say so.
Or like Oregon State, you know what I mean, Colorado. So yes,
but
that's
kind of open. That's what you would do. You would have those teams play those teams because if you get enough of them beating those teams, they will have to take the HBCU seriously. You would want to set up exhibition games against schools like Alabama, Clemson. You know what I'm saying? Auburn, SEC teams, USC. No. You do that because if you get a chance, and they do it already. Actually, do it already.
Some of them already.
teams in the AQ and stuff like that, they play
they play them
teams.
Small teams.
Yeah, Boise State, and that's how they get their chance.
Charleston Southern.
One of the teams that people don't know that it was TCU, Horned Frogs, that got that chance. They actually started beating teams, in AQ conference teams, and they actually made the AQ conference. I think they're in the same division as Oklahoma now.
Yeah.
Which is,
the Big 12.
Yeah, Big 12. So they're able to get that. So teams get a chance to transition. But you know what? It made me think, good point. A lot of HBCU teams and those Gramblings and those, like you said, Jackson State and East, they don't get a chance to transition into those ones. Right. They don't get a chance to get those exhibition games against these popular schools to even make the transition. So that needs to change. And maybe they'll give a chance to Deion Sanders and everything that's happened there. And if the trends start happening, maybe we'll see it in our lifetime.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe it'll happen because of our money at the end of the day.
Yes, it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, these guys coming out, they might want to play for, you know what? Instead of, like his son did, instead of going there, I want to play for this black man I feel familiar with, or the school I feel more accepted. Man. Or
now, how you say that? That's kind of getting some work off your labor right there, right?
Yeah,
It kind of brings a tear to your eye when you see all that connected right labor. There. That's a melanin moving right there.
Fuck mass incarceration.
That's melanin moving right there. I like that.
So, yeah. So, that's what is that. You know what I'm saying? We like that. Hey, man. Hey, people leave a comment. Let's get into it. Let's get on it. And we're going to do what we do. This is the PM Hour. You just join us.